Hey, what's good, YouTube? You know who I am, and today I'm going to bring you a Elemental Hero / Miracle Gemini deck profile for June/July 2012. So here we go. For monsters, we won 1 Stratos, triple alias signed by Vexicus4666, shout out to him, 2 Thunder King, 1 Crusader of Endymion. Basically, the only reason I run him is because he is a level 4 light Gemini, 1900 attack, so good beater, and he's a Gemini for my Gem Sparks. And then the last monster I run is 1 Honest. That brings it out to 8 monsters. For spells, I run 2 E-Call and 1 Rhoda. I think 3 E-Call is too much because then you'll draw all your heroes and then you won't have anything to use another E-Call on. So I just like these 3 search cards for the deck because I also run Trip Duality, which is kind of staple in this deck. And then I run Triple Miracle because Miracle. And if they warning it, you do not remove your materials from the grave. So that's why 3 is so good. Because they warning it, then you just play a second one right away. Main 1 Super Poly. I like the main 1. I think maining 2 is too much. Because it will be a dead card against Inzectors. Because if they're smart, they won't overlay. But I think 1 is good. It gives me a solid matchup against Rabbits in game 1. This pretty much like wins a game for me versus Rabbits. Happened yesterday. He went Zen Main's first turn, made this, slapped him up. Trip Gemini Spark. We have 4 Geminis, so 3 Gemini Spark is plenty. And Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. I don't run MSCs, they're in the side deck. And the last cards are 2 Forbidden Lance. I fucking love this card. It's really good in this deck. If they bottomless your Shining, you Lance your Shining. Or if you're having a hard time getting over a big beater, you just Lance it so it loses 800 attack and just run over it. Lance is very good. For traps, 2 Hero Blast, standard, 2 Warning, main, 2 Skill Drain, 2 Bottomless. Main 2 Bribes. I really like this card, especially when I'm setting a lot or if I have a good field and I have this in my back row. Great protection. 1 Torrential. Yeah, just 1. 1 Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, and a Starlight Road. So that's it for the main deck. I think it's 40 cards. For the extra inside, there's 2 Shining. I don't run 3. I don't need 3. Never had to use 3 in my life. 1 Absolute, because you need these, because you run Super Poly. You need 1 of each. 1 Photon Butterfly thing. This card, you need this card because they side Reaper against you, or they main Reaper, and then they think, oh, haha, he can't get over it. But you go into this thing and attack them, and because Reaper dies because it's targeted. This card's really good. Then 1 Roach, I still think this card's decent against like Light Sworns and Higher Ticks. 1 Utopia and 1 Utopia Array. 1 Blade Armor. 1 Mystroke. And then for the last 3 cards, Mistworm. So if you can reborn their Veiler, Stardust, because Starlight Road, and you can reborn their Veiler. So side deck, 2 Crows for Inzectors and Dark Worlds and shit like that, because I have a pretty bad matchup against them, so I need to side for them. 2 Kaiku against that dragon shit. 1 Electric Virus for like rabbit and dragons and like machines if I ever play them, but mainly for dragons. 1 Fossil Dyna. I used to run 2, but I needed room in my side deck for other cards, so I dropped them down to 1. 3 MST for those decks that you needed against, like Rabbit, maybe mirror match, chain burn, stuff like that. 1 soul taker. I think 2 is too much. You're just giving them too many life points. And 1 soul taker is good enough, just for that light pulsar or that shining. Or I sided this against Junk Doppel, and the guy had like a, what's it called? A Junk Destroyer. I just used this and then clears field. Yeah. It's a really good card. And then 2 more Super Poly. So yeah, if I will be siding against Heroes or Dino Rabbit, I would put these 2 in, making my main deck have 3 Super Polys. I think that is really good, because then I will always draw it and then use it against them. So this card is really good. They cannot chain against it, and against the Hero mirror match, just use their monsters all the time. I'd probably never use my own. And then 2 Shadows, again, Dark World and Inzectors. And the last card is Chain D against like Rabbit and Inzectors, maybe Karakuri, because people played that at locals, so I need to put this in. So yeah, that's basically the deck. It's really competitive. You guys should really try it out. I constantly top at locals whenever I play this deck. It's a very consistent deck. I think you guys should try it. So, yep, thank you guys. Peace.